Love of Krishna pervades Radha. Love of Radha pervades Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna my shelter. Krishna prema mai Radha, Radha prema mayo Hari. Jivane nidane nityam, Radha Krishna gatir mama. Krishna's great treasure is Radha. Radha's great treasure is Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna my shelter. Krishna's yatra vinam Radha, Radha yatra vinam Hari. Jivane nidane nityam, Radha Krishna gatir mama. Krishna's living force is Radha. Radha's living force is Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Krishna pranamai Radha, Radha pranamayo Hari. Jivane nidane nityam, Radha Krishna gatir mama. Melting with Krishna is Radha. Melting with Radha is Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Krishna drava mai Radha, Radha drava mayo Hari. Jivane nidane nityam, Radha Krishna gatir mama. Fixed at Krishna's form is Radha. Fixed at Radha's form is Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Krishna ke he stita Radha, Radha ke he stita Hari. Jivane nidane nityam, Radha Krishna gatir mama. Fixed in Krishna's heart is Radha. fixed in Radha's heart is Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Krishna Chitta Sita Radha, Radha Chitta Stito Hari. Jivane Nidane Nitya, Radha Krishna Gati Mama. Bluish cloth is worn by Radha, yellow cloth is worn by Hari. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Nilambara Dara Radha, Pitambara Daru Hari. Jivane Madana Nityam, Radha Krishna Gatir Mama. Queen of Vrindavan is Radha. Krishna is Vrindavan's king. In life or in death forever, Radha Krishna are my shelter. Vrindavaneshwari Radha, Krishna Vrindavaneshwara, Jivana Nitane Nityam, Radha Krishna Katir Mama, Radha Krishna Katir Mama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Leela ki jai, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Srila Jiva Goswami did not write many songs. This is one of them. Very simple, very clear. Radha Krishna is my only shelter. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana. Jagi Maharaj, escoge el verso de hoy, por favor. El mensaje del corazón. Yes. ¿Cuál? ¿Cuál de ellos? ¿Estos? Remembrance of Lord Krishna, Canto 3, third canto, chapter 2nd, text number 425. Manye Suran Bhagavatam Triyadishe Sambramba Marga Vinivishtachitan Ye Samyuge Shakshata Tarshyaputra Anse Suna Bayudam Apatantam. Poetic. I consider the demons who are inimical towards the Lord to be more than the devotees, because by fighting with the Lord, absorbed in thoughts of enmities, they were able to see the Lord carried on the shoulder of Garuda, the son of Tarksha, Kasyapa, and carrying the wheel weapon in his hand. Very interesting verse. Srila Prabhupada explains, the Asuras who fought against the Lord face to face and got salvation due to their being killed by the Lord, this salvation of the demon is not due to their being devotees of the Lord. It is because of the Lord's causeless mercy. Anyone who is slightly in touch with the Lord, somehow or other, is greatly benefited, even to the point of salvation, due to the excellence of the Lord. He is so kind that he awards salvation even to his enemies, because they come into contact with him and are indirectly absorbed in him by their inimical thoughts. Actually, the demons are never be equal to the pure devotees. But Uddhava was thinking in that way because of his feelings of separation. He was thinking that at the last stage of his life, he might not be able to see the Lord's face to face as did the demons. The fact is that the devotees who are always engaged in the devotional service of the Lord in transcendental love are rewarded many hundreds and thousands of times more than the demons by being elevated to the spiritual planets, whereas they remain with the Lord in eternal blissful existence. The demons and impersonalists are awarded the facility of merging into the Brahma Jyoti effulgence of the Lord, whereas the devotees are admitted into the spiritual planets. For comparison, one can just imagine the difference between floating in space and residing in one of the planets in the sky. The pleasure of the living entity on the planets is greater than that of those who have no body and who merge with the molecules of the sun's rays. The impersonalists, therefore, are not more favored than the enemies of the Lord. Rather, they are both on the same level of spiritual salvation. So, when you're killed by the Lord, you see him all the way up to the moment of death. Fighting with him. Ah, the Lord. Like Hiranyaksha. He was fighting with Varaha. He could see the powerful Lord throwing him one blow, another blow, another blow. Same thing with Hiranyakashipu and with Narashingadeva. Of course that was more different because he caught him and put him in his lap and tore his belly apart. So, but they see the Lord while they're being killed. So they have the greatest fortune to be accepted by the Lord in such a close association, being touched by his chakra and by his lotus hand. What a fortune is that. The devotees, they're more worried. Oh, will I think of you at the moment of death? Will I be able to not space out and start worrying about, doctor, give me 5 minutes more of life? Like the doctors, they come running and says, okay, we do this, we do that. Many people are put in USI. You know what's an USI? Life support system in the hospital. Huh? Maybe you're already ready to die, but they don't let you die. They put a lung machine, this machine, that machine, everything. You're like, your machine is keeping functioning by other machines, but actually your karma is already time to go. Why be so attached to the body for a few minutes more? Just go. Make space. That's what we feel. But the devotees, they are envious of the demons because they can see Krishna right at the moment of death. Of course, here Prabhupada says no need for that because the devotees are 100 and 1,000 times more rewarded than those demons for being dedicated in Krishna's service. Their benefit which they are getting is completely different, so far superior. Nevertheless, also those who merge into Brahman, they are also receiving liberation. And if the demons, they merge into Brahman, well, this is also a great gift, but a gift which the devotees don't want to have. We don't want to become one with the sun rays. The sun rays are also atomic sparks of the Supreme Krishna Sun, right? No, we don't want that. We want the service to the Supreme Personality of God. We want to have his personal darshan. We cannot settle for anything less. Prabhupada calls it floating in space. Imagine yourself floating in space without any desire, like a particular Brahman. But no interaction. Some people think that is perfect because then there's no conflict. But they don't know that the conflicts are there because we haven't found our real dedication. In the material world, there's always conflict in all relationships because we are not feeling fulfilled in that relationship. The feeling that something is missing. And instead of being just quiet and searching, we fight. Because we are also attached. We don't want to lose the relationships we have now. Some husbands and wives, they fight all life. It's like, it's their daily pastime that they have to fight about something. The children also fight with each other, without any reason. Father and mother supplying everything to the children. But their children, they manage to fight over this or that. Just like the famous story of the knife and the scissor and the paper. So like this, we're always finding a reason to fight over nothing. I've been in charge of many temples over the years. I had to settle so many kinds of bad relationships. I can't really think of one serious one. Maybe one person says, this person snores too much. Give me a different place, I can't sleep, the person is snoring. Another person may say, oh, this person is always late. I have to do this service myself, then he's coming. So things like that. I cannot think of amongst devotees of really having a serious conflict. Can you think of Rishikesh Maharaj? Devotees having a serious conflict?
Everywhere it's conflict these days.
Huh?
No need of example. Everywhere it is complications and conflicts.
Yeah, but not about serious issues. I mean, maybe if there's some criminal attitude behind, that's a different story. I'm talking about the day-by-day life amongst Vaishnavas in the ashram. No reason to get upset about anything. There's prasadam for everyone, there is service for everyone. Even in Krishna consciousness, you can take responsibility. If you want to have some beautiful engagement, yes, you get all the chance. Prabhupada will make you one of his representatives. Sometimes you may think, oh, this responsibility which I was given, it did not turn out to full satisfaction. You know why? Because Krishna has a bigger responsibility for you. He has something more important for you to do. Only that time things don't work out. And sometimes we do not see that. When I was requested to leave Brazil after I had preached there for 3 years and put my heart into the people, oh, I was devastated internally. Now I will have to give up my beautiful relationship with these beautiful devotees. I was devastated. But it was Krishna's plan because I had so much more work to do. The work of the Vaishnava Raj today, it is for the benefit of all the devotees, not just one mission. And for that I had to get so much experience. All the sufferings in the institutions. Because the institutions, they fulfill some important thing. Without an institution, we would not have a Vrinda Kunja here. Without some kind of institution, we would have no World Vaishnava Association, even though that is the institution-less institution, because it is driven by the energy of those who are leading preachers everywhere. They already have their own energy moving. It's not that you join the World Vaishnava Association so that you get a meal every day and a roof over your head. No, that's not. For that we do other things in our respective preaching missions. But definitely there's a great task to be done. And you can only do certain tasks after you learn certain lessons. Specifically the task of being a spiritual master, which is so important. You can only do that job nicely after you have really experienced the need of it. And we all experience the need of it. Why a temple works? Because the devotees are inspired to work. If the devotees are not inspired to work, they will do nothing. They will go away. So what gives us enthusiasm to do something? Our faith in Guru and Krishna. And Guru, where's Guru? Chaitya Guru, Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru. Where's the Guru? Does the Guru know what I'm doing? Of course, the Chaitya Guru always knows what we are doing, right? But otherwise, does the Guru know what his thousands of disciples are doing? No, he doesn't. Maybe he knows of a few cases, but not of the majority. So what does that mean? It means we need loving relationships in the environment where we are. Prabhupada made a mission which was so big. I am now 50 years later still meeting God brothers, which I never met before. Still I'm meeting people. Oh, you were initiated by Prabhupada? Yes, in Los Angeles, a year that. Oh, I wasn't there. So now I discover a new God brother. And that God brother relationship is real. His love for Prabhupada is real. My love for Prabhupada is real. We are exchanging. And now we are thinking, what is our responsibility? What is the next step? What is it what the people need? The people need the same thing you need. They need determination, patience, following the regulative principles, and that is the key for enthusiasm. So here the example is given of the demons. Oh, the lucky demons. They see Krishna, so they can't forget him. You can't forget Krishna if he wants to kill you. Hey, Krishna, he's coming out. Let me get my shield. Bang, bang, bang. And then maybe I could knock him. Can you imagine that relationship of fighting with the Lord? No, better we don't, no? But you are concentrated on the Lord. There is the Lord, my Lord, oh God. Boom, 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 ooh. None. Very tough. But it is said here in the shloka. They are more lucky. That's what the prayer is. They are so lucky they can see Krishna intensively up to the moment of death. And finally Krishna puts the sword in his heart. Bien. Huh? Annihilated. So with the devotees, they are always, when they come into conflicts, that immediately obliges you to become more Krishna conscious. Even I tell you, my best and biggest teachers in devotional life were those people who gave the wrong treatment to the devotees. Why? Because I could see with them, I definitely don't want to be like them. That was a stronger impact upon me than the good examples. Good examples and good instructions. Yeah, they're also good. But when somebody did something wrong, then I said, oh. I remember one person, he was like a very jolly fellow, but he always made fun of the other devotees. Like, he would change their names, like making funny names out of their names. Huh? Somebody was called Hari Bol, and he was said, then he would say, give me a bowl, or something. He would always make fun of all the names of the world. And the devotees don't like it. You don't like somebody. The Guru gives me a name, and I don't want you to make fun of my name. But he always did that. So I learned, don't do that. Because I saw the people out there were suffering from that. And I could give you many, many examples. You want to inspire others in the devotional service, then you must make them feel at home. You must make them feel very fortunate. Of course, if somebody makes a mistake, you must also be able to say, sorry, this is not right. But at the same time, if the instruction is not given with love, I remember one case, one person, he was from the army. So he was always talking like an army man. He was good. He was giving good instructions. But in such a harsh way, in such an army style, and finally nobody wanted to see him anymore. Everybody said, yeah, you're a good devotee, very good, but not with me. Huh? So he was so much accustomed that you get things done by raising your voice, no? People when they scream, no? I also sometimes scream when the rickshaw is coming too close or something, some driver is careless, I say, hey! Then maybe he can react, no? But otherwise, you don't do that in your relationships. But some people, they have no criteria for that. So there's many reasons. Many reasons why we become unhappy, and all these things can be fixed. Krishna consciousness is a constant adjustment, constant harmonizing and making adjustments for the happiness and for the success of everybody. Who wants to say something more about this subject, please? Rishikesh Maharaj.
Everyone goes through different experience in association with devotees. Some may have some good experience, some may be a little bitter experience. But overall, we have to see what is good for us, accept things favorable, reject things which are unfavorable in Krishna consciousness. That should be the criteria. Sometimes a well-wisher or a good devotee may chastise you or give you some harsh treatment. But if you can see that there is a good intention in his harsh treatment or chastisement, then that is for the ultimate good of us. So, but there are some cases where devotees lose their Krishna conscious living because of constant firing or things like that. That is very common in our society. A lot of devotees, they say blooped. Suddenly they disappear. So, but when I see devotees who are there for 40, 50 years, as you said, new devotees, when we see for in our own God brothers for 50 years in ISKCON or in Krishna consciousness, that becomes very enthusing that still there is hope and definitely there is guarantee for us. Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, my devotee will never perish. So with that guarantee, we have the guarantee and warranty of Krishna. So we should carry on in spite of whatever difficulties. That's what I personally feel. Maybe others can also share their experience. Mataji can also.
Like to share something, Bhakti? Vaishnava? Bandira? The language.
Why the devotees think that the demons are able to see the Lord at the time of the death, so we are not that fortunate? Are we not seeing the Lord every day, every moment?
I think these are just examples to make us aware of certain circumstances. They're not absolute values. Shishupal, he could make one census, no? And Krishna was counting. Was counting. When 100 passed, okay, that was it. Sudarshan. Cut off the guy's head. I mean, it's so beautiful, such a story, no? But he had the blessing. He could insult God 99 times. Like this, the demons are also, they're writing so many books and making so many speculations about the cause and the effect, and coming up with the most funny ideas, like man is a descendant from the monkey and all that. But just because of lack of humility and humble appreciation what the Holy Scriptures have given us, they cannot appreciate that, and then they get lost in their own mental speculation. Sometimes I've heard some intellectuals, especially when they talk about the energy and that everything is, yes, everything is connected, but in a cosmic, impersonal way. Impersonal way, that's not. Actually now they have come to the cosmic, there was the quantum mechanics, it was his theory, very nice, but then they come to the quantum
crunch.
The crunch, the quantic crunch, where somehow or other it works out into something. It is not just, it's not just like going into the nowhere land, into the non-meaningless. No, everything is coming in, and here you are. Somebody was Now, a new galaxy was formed, no? It's always coming out into some constructive things. So that is what I understand is the quantum crunch. Why is it? It means it was very well designed. It's just so many elements were participating that you cannot figure out by looking at the detail, just like by looking at the hair of your body. I cannot understand who are you. But it is your hair. You produced it. Even you don't know how you produced hair, but you have it. So like this, a materialist, they always want to utilize only the power. Think that must be enough. The power of the mind, no. Not the highest. Our process is different. Jai Sri Radhe. What our philosopher says. Mandiravan.
Krishna dice en el Bhagavad Gita, le dice a Arjuna que le declare al mundo que mi devoto jamás perece. Él mismo no lo promete porque el amor que Krishna nos tiene es infinito y él puede transformar esa manera de abrazarnos, de amarnos, pero si lo promete un devoto, si estamos bajo la protección de un devoto, está garantizado el éxito.
What?
Está garantizado el éxito porque un verdadero devoto siempre está enseñándonos a relacionarnos bien. Las relaciones interpersonales son muy complicadas porque es lidiar con el carácter del otro, de uno, de los intereses de la comunidad, de los intereses personales, de las interpretaciones que uno puede entender a partir de esa interacción. Sin embargo, el devoto puro está ahí para darnos refugio, inspiración, protección. Y lo que no perece es eso, la verdad con amor, el sentirnos en ese sano y fuerte refugio. Sin embargo, eso no quiere decir que cometamos errores de manera calculada. Por eso el ejemplo que Gurudeva da de Shambhala es muy significativo. Porque pues no podría él por su propio estado de conciencia reconocer que tenía la suprema personalidad de Dios presente y estaba cometiendo una y otra vez errores, ¿no? Sin embargo, Krishna amorosamente una y otra vez estaba permitiéndole cometer ese error, ¿no? Pero debemos ser cuidadosos de valorar el refugio que el devoto puro nos da, que Krishna nos da, y sabernos relacionar. El arte de las relaciones es todo un arte, porque es más fácil lidiar con nuestros propios egos, pero saber lidiar con el carácter y la personalidad de otros es el arte de vivir. Es lo que